Eris is the most massive known dwarf planet in the Solar System and the second largest by volume, slightly smaller than Pluto. Its discovery in 2005 by astronomers Mike Brown, Chad Trujillo, and David Rabinowitz at Palomar Observatory triggered a major re-evaluation of what constitutes a planet. Initially thought to be larger than Pluto, Eris was briefly considered the Solar System's 10th planet, prompting the International Astronomical Union, IAU, to formally define the term planet in 2006. This led to the reclassification of both Pluto and Eris as dwarf planets, reducing the number of recognized planets to 8. Eris resides in the scattered disk, a distant region beyond Neptune and the Kuiper belt, with a highly eccentric orbit that takes it as far as 97.7 astronomical units AU from the Sun. It has one known moon, Dysnomia, and its surface is extremely reflective, bouncing back about 96% of incoming light, due to a thin layer of nitrogen and methane ice. Despite being farther from the Sun than Pluto, Eris is about 27% more massive, indicating a denser, rock-rich composition. Size comparison. Eris and Pluto are nearly identical in size, but Pluto is slightly larger in diameter, while Eris is more massive. Eris diameter, approximately 2,326 kilometers, 1,445 miles, based on stellar occultation measurements. Pluto diameter, estimated between 2,376 to 2,380 kilometers, making it about 50 kilometers wider than Eris. Mass. Eris is 27% more massive than Pluto, indicating a denser, rock-rich interior. Although Eris was initially thought to be larger, precise observations during a 2010 stellar occultation revealed that Pluto has a slight edge in size. However, Eris remains the more massive dwarf planet, suggesting a higher rock-to-ice ratio. Time. Sidereal rotation period. 25.9 hours, making a day on Eris very similar in length to an Earth day. Orbital period. Approximately 557-561 Earth years, with most sources converging around 558-560 years for one full orbit around the Sun. Earlier uncertainty about Eris's rotation stemmed from its uniform, highly reflective surface, which made brightness variations difficult to detect. Long-term observations confirmed the 25.9-hour rotation, while its moon Dysnomia orbits Eris every 15.78 days, indicating that Eris is tidally locked to its moon. Discovery. Eris was discovered on January 5, 2005, by astronomers Mike Brown, Chad Trujillo, and David Rabinowitz, using images taken on October 21, 2003, from the Samuel Oschin telescope at Palomar Observatory in California. The discovery was publicly announced on July 29, 2005. Initially designated 2003 UB313, Eris was later named after the Greco-Roman goddess of strife and discord. Its discovery prompted the International Astronomical Union, IAU, to formally define the term planet, leading to the creation of the dwarf planet category in 2006. Planetary structure. Eris is believed to have a differentiated internal structure, consisting of a rocky core made of silicate materials, likely surrounded by a mantle of water ice approximately 100 kilometers thick, a thin outer crust of volatile ices, primarily methane and nitrogen, about 1 kilometer thick. A temporary, tenuous atmosphere forms when Eris is near perihelion, due to sublimation of surface ices. With a density of 2.52 GeM, Eris is one of the densest dwarf planets, indicating a composition of 70% rock and 30% ice. This high density suggests significant internal heating in the past, possibly from radioactive decay, which may have allowed for cryovolcanic activity or even a subsurface liquid water ocean at the core mantle boundary. Eris has one known moon, Dysnomia designated Eris I, discovered on September 10, 2005, by Mike Brown and the Keck Observatory team. Diameter, estimated at 615 plus 60 minus 50 km, making it about 25% the size of Eris. Orbit, orbits Eris at a distance of 37,273 km, with a nearly circular path and an orbital period of 15.786 days. Mass and composition, significantly less massive than Eris, with a low density, 0.7 GeM, suggesting it is primarily composed of ice. Surface, very dark, reflecting only 5% of visible light, unlike Eris's highly reflective surface. Formation, likely formed from a giant impact on Eris, similar to how Earth's moon and Pluto's Charon formed. Tidal locking. Eris and Dysnomia are mutually tidally locked, always showing the same face to each other. Rings. No rings have been detected around Eris. Observations confirm it does not possess a ring system. Magnetic field. Nothing is currently known about Eris's magnetosphere. No direct measurements or detections have been made, and its magnetic properties remain unconfirmed. Early history formation. Eris formed approximately 4.5 billion years ago in the early solar system, likely originating in the inner Kuiper belt. It is believed to have been gravitationally scattered into its current orbit in the scattered disk due to interactions with Neptune during the planet's migration. Like other trans-Neptunian objects, Eris formed through accretion of icy and rocky materials. Its high density suggests it is composed of about 70% rock and 30% ice, with internal heating possibly driven by radioactive decay, leading to partial differentiation. One theory suggests that Eris may have formed from debris generated by a giant impact involving a large body in the outer solar system, similar to how Earth's moon formed.